Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So in today's video, I'm going to be doing my Fenty face. I just felt like buying some makeup. Not that I needed any more makeup, but I haven't bought makeup products in a really long time. And of course, it's summertime, it's warmer, everyone's just using a bunch of cream products. So I thought, you know what, I'm just gonna splurge a little bit. For me personally, I love watching all brand makeup tutorials. I don't know, there's something like really satisfying, like full face of Dior makeup, full face of Chanel makeup, stuff like that. So I wanted to do a full face of Fenty makeup just because I love seeing Rihanna do her makeup and it's just really satisfying. So I thought, like, let me see what my Fenty face would look like. So I just did this really nice, natural, soft, everyday makeup look. I'm not wearing any eyeshadow, just mascara. So I'm really just focusing on the base. So if you want to see my full Fenty face, then just keep watching. Alrighty, so I'm going to be starting with the Fenty Beauty Soft Silk Hydrating Primer. So I've actually had this for at least 6 months. At least you can see that I've used almost half of it already. So I actually really do enjoy this. So I'm just going to put this. I saw on this one video on the Fenty Beauty website because I was watching all of their makeup application videos just so I can use the products the way they're intended to be used. And I saw one person mixing the primer with the hydrating foundation. I was like, huh, I'll experiment later. And then I'll be using the kabuki brush in 115 to apply the primer. And then I'm gonna apply the foundation. So I'm really nervous just because it might not match. So fingers crossed. Okay, so I did 4 pumps. I probably don't need that much, but usually kabuki brushes are known to soak up a lot of product, so I'm just gonna dab a little bit. It might be a little light for me, but we'll see. I actually think it perfectly matches my chest, just because my chest is a lot more pale than my arms and my shoulders, but bronzer will make everything even. I have more acne scars on my chin, so I'm just gonna put a little bit more, just like a thin layer, just to see how buildable it is. So I totally forgot to put on some lip balm. I know I look crazy right now, so I'm first gonna use their lip scrub that they have first. I honestly don't like the smell of this. It smells like, I don't know, a chapstick that you would find at the drugstore. I don't know, the smell of this just smells very like artificial and plasticky, but the actual lip scrub is actually not bad. And then I always notice that they always apply this lip balm before makeup application, just so it gives time to like settle into the lips. So I'm actually going to be doing my brows really quickly before I apply the concealer. So I have it in the shade dark brown. And then it has this really unique brush on it instead of a spoolie, and then they say in all their videos to just, I mean, I like the concept of this brush where it kind of just like blends the product, but I'm still a team spoolie person. I wonder if they'll ever come out with a brow powder, because I'm really, at the core of it, brow powder is my thing. It's my jam. Just looking at my skin as I'm doing my eyebrows, I actually really like the finish of this foundation. It actually looks very, very natural. The shade might not be perfect, but the actual finish of just the foundation on its own actually looks really, really nice. So the brows are finished, and then let me give you a close-up of what the foundation looks like with no concealer and no powder. Alrighty, so next we're going to do the concealer. So I have 2. So I have their Match Stix concealer and their regular one. So I actually like to use the Match Stix concealer to clean up my eyebrows. And then I'm going to be using this Pro Filt'R concealer for the first time. So we'll see if the shade looks good and we'll check the coverage too. So I'm just going to take a small synthetic brush and just apply it. And I actually like to use this concealer for under my brows. One, because it is slightly lighter, but I also like the texture of it. Because it's on the drier side, it doesn't tend to move around and it just sets really, really nice. I actually haven't seen any of the Fenty Beauty videos use the Match Stix to highlight the brow bone, but maybe that's just me. And then I just take a fluffier synthetic brush just to blend it. And then next I'm going to use the concealer. So again, I have it in the shade 220. So let's just hope that it matches. And this is actually the first time that I'm using this concealer. So I'm just going to put it... Oh, wow. I don't know if you can tell, but it's 220 is a lot warmer than my actual foundation. I do like the texture of this, and I actually really like the doe foot applicator. I love how I'm trying to highlight my face with a concealer that's so much warmer. I'm just gonna use the same kabuki brush and just kind of blend it out. Honestly, even though it's warmer, I think because my actual foundation is so neutral that it actually works well together, because it adds like that little warmth to my foundation where the shade wasn't maybe exactly right. Alrighty, I feel like the shade match is now spot on. Alrighty, so next I'm going to be using the loose powder, and I have it in the shade Banana. Oh, that's so cute. So it comes with like a little powder puff. Oh, it's adorable. And then it comes with the plastic, so let me just rip it off. And I'm not going to use this, but I'll just keep it as like a stopper. And I'm just going to be using the Wayne Gosh 11 brush. Just going to apply this underneath my eyes. Just basically on my T-zone, just because we're going to be applying the cream powder product. I just love the packaging of all her products. They're so cute. So we have the base done. So now what we've all been waiting for, the cream bronzer. So I'm going to be applying the cream bronzer with their 125 face brush. So the videos that I saw, they did a lot of light strokes and then just pushed it into the skin. So I'm going to be trying that. So I'm going to be putting it on my cheekbone right here and just going up. I did apply a little bit and then my memory card got full, so I'm just gonna be applying it a little bit more. So like I was saying, I actually really like this bronzer. I mean, this is the first time I'm ever using it, but just from the way that I see it, not only is it really easy to blend out, but I actually like how it's really light. Like, it's not super pigmented where you have to worry about like really blending it out. So can you see the difference, how this side has the bronzer and then this side doesn't? So I'm gonna do both sides right now. Honestly, I kind of feel like this is my new favorite Fenty product. I really like this cream bronzer. I have the cream bronzer from Stix, and I do like that, but it is a bit too warm. I feel like every time I use it, it's kind of a little bit orangey, but it is really easy to blend out. And then just a little bit on my forehead, just because I have a really big forehead. And then the next thing that I'm super excited about is the cream blusher in Summertime Wine. So in a lot of their videos, they said they just used 2 fingers and just applied it. And then the way that Fenty Beauty markets it is to put it directly underneath your pupil. So my pupil's right here. And then, put quite a lot. Okay, hold on, I need to rectify this. I feel like the blush is a lot more emollient than the bronzer is. And I'm actually going to be taking the kabuki brush because it still has a little bit of foundation on it, just to kind of sheer out this blush mess. Ooh, but it leaves a really nice rosy color on the cheeks. And I'm totally into the whole fad of putting a little bit of blush on the nose too, just so everything's very seamless. Oh, but that blended out super nicely. Perfect. And then lastly, I'm going to be using highlighters. So I'm going to be choosing between either Afternoon Snack and Mo Honey versus Me Money and Hustler Baby. But since I am a little bronzy, I think I'm actually going to go with Afternoon Snack and Mean Hustler Baby instead. So I'm going to be using the Fenty Beauty highlighter brush in 120. I'm going to use the lighter shade actually, just because I'm not that tan right now. So what she likes to do is from the eyebrow down, like that. And then I like to apply a little highlighter on the nose too. Just a little bit. And then a little bit. Right there. And then lastly, I'm going to be using the lip gloss in Fussy. And then the only thing that I didn't buy for the full Fenty face is going to be their eyeshadow and mascara, only because I have so many eyeshadow palettes already and I didn't need it. And also I just bought a new mascara that I haven't even opened yet, so I'm just going to be using that one. So my favorite mascara is actually the Benefit Roller Lash. I have really straight Asian lashes, no volume, no nothing. And this is my favorite mascara. I didn't want to waste money on buying something that I knew I just stick to what you like, you know what I mean? Alrighty, so this is the final Fenty face. Here's a little close-up. So yeah. Alrighty, so let me just do a quick little review and first impression on everything. So the Hydrating Primer, I actually really do enjoy this. I've been using this for about maybe 6 months or so. I feel like the name of this primer is very applicable to what this product is. It does make your skin feel very soft and silky, but I still recommend, at least for me because I have pretty dry skin, to use a good hydrating moisturizer under this if your skin is dry. But yeah, I really like this. And then next I have their hydrating foundation and the concealer. So I have this in the shade 230, which does have a neutral undertone, and then I have the concealer in 220, which is a warmer undertone. And I noticed when I actually mixed this together, it actually made my base look a lot more perfect, spot on match. Because when I first used this, I felt like it was it made me look a little too neutral, but then when you mix it with this, it kind of made it like a perfect shade match. So both of these I found have a very natural finish. It's not overly dewy, it's not overly matte. They both just have a very natural skin-like finish, which I really, really enjoy. And then I have the Fenty powder. I got it in the small size in banana, which is more catered towards, I think banana is for light to medium skin tones. And then just on first look, the powder actually looks really, really nice. A lot of issues that I have with powder is that the moment I put powder on, it just kind of like dries up my entire skin. I feel like finish wise, this is very comparable to my Hourglass setting powder, just because I honestly don't really like using powder, even though I buy a ton of powder, but it looks really good. And I'm really picky with powder because my skin is so dry. Especially around my forehead area is usually the spots that I get super dry. Like from here between my eyebrows, I just get so crusty and dry, and it actually set it really nicely. So the cream bronzer and the cream blush, I really, really enjoy this. I wouldn't say I'm an expert at cream bronzers at all. I'm really into just powder bronzers just because they're so easy to use. But today was my first time using this, and I think it looks so natural, so nice. I know this is a first impressions, but I have to say that I'm gonna be using this all summer. I feel like the shade of this is perfect. The texture of it is really nice. It's really, really soft and easy to blend out, and it just looks really natural. I really like it. So I highly recommend. And then the cream blusher in Summertime Wine. Again, I really enjoyed the shade of this. It is way more emollient, I feel like, comparatively to the bronzer, but the shade is just really pretty. It looks darker here, but it just sheers out to exactly like they say, just like a very nice plummy rosy color on the cheeks. Love that, love that. And I'm pretty sure you can build this up, but I like a more softer blush. So oh, I completely forgot to talk about the eyebrow pencil. Okay, so for me personally, I don't hate this eyebrow pencil, but I wouldn't say I love it. I think I like my Benefit brow pencil a lot more, but I do like how unique the brush head is. It's just so different, but I think I'm just not used to it. I'm a spoolie girl at heart. I don't think I would repurchase this, but it was fun to just try it. And then I'll just run through the highlighters really quick. These highlighters have been out for so long. I feel like this came out during their very first launch, so I just have 2 of them. This is for when I'm darker, and then this is more for when I'm paler. So I have it in the shade Mean Money, Hustler Baby, and Afternoon Snack, and Mo Honey. They're very, very intense highlighters, I have to say. They're not on the natural side like any of my Dior highlighters, but I still really enjoy this, especially for summertime, just like a little pop. And then last but not least, just the lip products. Again, these have been out for a long time too, so I'll just run through it really quickly. So the lip scrub, I'm not really a fan of the smell of the lip scrub, but it does help get rid of dead skin. But you can also just use a toothbrush or something if you want to use that. And then the Pro Kisser lip balm, I love the applicator of this. I love the design, everything about this. The only thing that I'm not really a fan of is the product. So the smell of it, the feel of it is really nice, but I do find that when I use this for a long period of time, so let's say for the whole day, the moment I apply it, my lips feel really nice, but after maybe an hour or 2, I feel like I need to reapply this more. You know how there's some lip balms that you put it on and you're good for like 4+ hours, your lips are hydrated, it's good, but then there's other lip balms that I feel like you need to keep applying it for your lips to be soft. You can't just apply it once and it doesn't just sink in. For me personally, I felt like this is one of those products. But again, I do like the packaging of this. I like that I don't have to dip my fingers into it, especially with what's going on in the world, like sanitizing everything. This is actually really, really nice. You don't have to dip your fingers into a pot or anything. And then the smell is really nice. The texture is really nice. It's just I don't feel like it hydrates my lips for a long enough time. And then the lip gloss, of course, fan favorite. Everybody loves this. I love the smell of it. It just reminds me of like old school candy. And yeah, I have it in the other two shades as well, but I really like this. Alrighty guys, so we have come to the end of this video. Thank you so much for watching. And if you're like me and you like watching full brand makeup videos, and then just comment down below and let me know what other brands you want me to do. And don't forget to thumbs up this video and subscribe. And then I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye guys.